Hi friends! Today it's time for me to continue working on my Volvo 850R project. For those of you that haven't seen my previous video, I've pulled the interior from this car and then restored it. And today I wanted to continue working on my interior and I wanted to get started by cleaning my carpet so I can go and reinstall my seats. But first I got something way more important to do. I'm going to get rid of these headlights. So like I've mentioned earlier, I do want the front end of this car to go back to its stock look. So I got some new headlights and a new grille that I'm going to pick up later this week, but I'm going to remove them now so that I can show you the final result at the end of this video. For those of you that want to do this yourselves, there's 3 bolts at the back of this headlight that you gotta undo, and then you can just take the headlight out. Okay, I'm sorry if this is getting chaotic already, but I'm going to remove the battery first because it's dead and I ordered a new one. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's cows screaming in the background. Oh, and I almost forgot, but you gotta remove this little strip first. All of this wiring's already giving me a headache because I gotta fix this as well and get it back to its original state. And I don't know anything about wiring. Okay, I'm not a big fan of cutting wires, but I do think I gotta cut this one, just right here where it's connected to the other wire. And this one I can just disconnect right here. Got one headlight out, and it looks like the original connectors are still here. So I'm hoping that I can just reinstall the original headlights. But I just noticed that this car is missing its horns as well. Now let's go and remove the other headlight. That's so much easier when the headlight's still in place. Here we go again. I do want to get rid of all of the excess wiring right away. Headlights are out and the car's looking super sad right now, but that will be fixed soon. So now I'm gonna go and remove the grille, which you can do by removing these clips at the back. You just gotta push them to the side and then you can release them. And then once they're all gone, you can pull the grille out. I've successfully removed my grille and now I've got that Nelly song stuck in my head. You know what I mean? Yeah? Okay. Half of the clips were missing, so I do gotta look for some new ones just to have everything complete. And yeah. The only part that I think I have left to remove today is this sunroof shade, but to do that I gotta remove the sunroof first. I've connected this battery real quick so I can open the sunroof. And you just gotta lift the back of it to remove it. Just like that. So first thing we want to do is remove this little trim piece that we can just push to the back and then wiggle out. Same goes for the other side. I'm just going to undo these 2 screws and then I can remove the sunroof. By the way, on my previous video I did get quite a few questions on how I know where all of the bolts are and how I can disassemble a Volvo 850. But the fact is, I've worked on quite a few 850s in the past. So after disassembling like 3 of them, I think, you do know where all of the screws are. But that's just for the 850 and I don't really know that much about all of my other cars. So this is really nice to work on for once, because normally I have to look and try 100 times before I know how to disassemble anything. There it is. That's actually quite easy. And look at this, this is pretty cool. I've never noticed this, but there's a production date on here. Well, at least I think that's the production date, but that's pretty cool. And in order to remove the sunroof shade, you just gotta pull these clips and then you can lift it. There's 4 of them, 2 at the front and 2 at the back. Okay, this is easier with the flathead screwdriver. Sunroof shade is out, so now I can go and replace this ugly liner that's on there. But before I replace this liner, I do got a question for you guys, because I'm debating on whether I'm going to stay with the original color with some Alcantara fabric, or if I'm going to switch to a darker color like dark gray or black. The only problem with a darker headliner is that these little things that are attached to the liner itself are all beige as well. So I think it would look a bit weird with some black headliner. So I would have to paint all of these parts as well, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure if it will look really good or if I'm going to stick with original. So please let me know what you guys think's better. Alright, so now that I'm done removing parts, I'm going to clean this car a bit like I said I would in the beginning of this video. I know that I will have to clean it again once I'm done with this project, because it will be all dusty again, but I think it's nice to have it a bit cleaner than it currently is when I'm putting the interior back in. It's mostly these pieces of foam that have fallen from the headliner when I removed it 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to vacuum it as well once I'm done wiping all of these surfaces. I'll also be thoroughly cleaning my carpet, but I won't be able to install it today because it will have to dry after cleaning. And I don't even know why I'm cleaning this steering wheel, because I'm going to switch it out for an original one. But like I said, when I'm starting something I want to do it with full 100% and clean everything instead of half-assing everything. And I know I've mentioned it before in my video where I was cleaning the interior from my CRX, that normally when I'm cleaning interior I'm using a little makeup brush to really get in there. But of course I forgot to bring my makeup brush again today. So we gotta work with what we have, because it's an hour drive to my home, so it won't be worth it to drive all the way there to pick it up. So maybe I'll go over this with the makeup brush later and just get these big pieces of dirt off first. By the way, does any one of you know what this is? Maybe I'm too young for this because it looks pretty old school, but it's definitely aftermarket. But what is it? Please tell me. That's already looking a whole lot better. Like I said, I will go over it a bit more thoroughly with a makeup brush later, but we got rid of all of these stains and dust. Okay, so ideally I'd remove all of the carpet and then clean it once it's outside of the car, but since my garage is so small and since I have so much stuff, I really don't have space for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the front carpets while they're outside of the car. I'm going to try and clean the rest while it's still inside of the car, because this piece of carpet isn't that dirty at all. Of course we do want to clean it thoroughly, but I think the front side carpets are most important to really clean well. So I'm going to do those outside of the car. So to clean this carpet, I'm going to use this car as a workbench, and then I've mixed some all-purpose cleaner that I'm just going to spray on here. And then I'm going to use this drill brush to clean it. Next step, I'm going to get rid of the excess moisture using my vacuum cleaner. That's all nice and clean, so now I'm going to repeat the same process on the other two pieces of carpet. Alright, this may seem a bit random, but it is now the next day, because yesterday I got a call and I had to go home real quick. But now I'm back to finish what I've started, because I'm going to clean the rest of these carpets. And thank you guys so much for telling me not to stress too much to finish everything in just 1 week, so I could upload a video every week. I really appreciate it, because yes, it does stress me out, but today I did want to get back and clean the rest of these carpets, because I was looking really forward to cleaning everything and then reinstalling everything into the car next week so I can go for a little drive. So that's why I'm back. Let's go and finish these carpets. Alright, this piece of carpet is already nice and dry and it looks really good. So I can go and install this into the car today as well, because it doesn't have to dry anymore. And now I want to go and clean the carpet on the driver's side, which is super nasty. You know, even though I'd rather range than clean, I always find cleaning carpets super satisfying to do. I don't know why, but they always clean up so well. Especially this one. Wait, let me show you a bit closer. This carpet, mainly just the one on the driver's side, but there's all these brown stains. But I'm sure that I can get them all out by cleaning them this way. But that's what I find so satisfying, because it's not just dust, it's dirt from all these years of not being washed properly, I think. Driver's side carpet's clean as well. As you can see, it's all nice and gray again. So now I gotta clean the carpet that's still on the inside of the car. But first, I want to install this part of the back seat, because I wanted to install that today, but I don't want to sit on the freshly cleaned carpet to install it. So let's do that first. Why was that so hard? Well, it's in place, aside from these side pieces. Let me get them. Just noticed that these seat belts are a bit dirty, so of course I gotta clean those as well. Okay, so the first part of my restored interior is in place and I absolutely love how it looks. I'm so excited to install the rest, but I can't today because the carpets have to dry first. But can you imagine what it will look like? I'm already so happy to see this. Okay, now let's go and clean this piece of carpet. Alright, that's it for cleaning the carpets. So like I said, I won't be able to install the rest of my interior today because these carpets still need to dry properly, because I don't want this entire car to get all moldy because it's damp inside. I'm at home now, but like I said, later this week I'll pick up some new headlights and a new grille, and I will get back to you to install them and show you guys in this video, because I'm way too excited. I'm also way too excited to show you guys what it will look like with its original front back in place. So I'll get back to you in a sec. See you! So I just got back here after picking up the new headlights and grille. I'm not going to fully install them today, but I did put them in place because I did want to give you guys a little sneak peek. Are you ready? Look at that, that's so much better. And yes, I'm still missing the corner lights, but I think the car looks so much more original already. And I absolutely love this. I'm so happy with it. Okay, I'm kinda in a hurry, so I'm head home now. But that's it for this week. I hope to see you next week, because I'm going to replace the timing belt and everything, so we can go for a little test drive with this car. So please stay tuned for that. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!